On today's show, we get spritzy and organic with Charlotte. Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to BMTV. And once again, you can see that Charlotte is here from Personalised by Charlotte Rose. Hello.
Hello.
And you today are using TUFTEX, I can see on your t-shirt, all TUFTEX, and I have to say, those colours are absolutely stunning.
Yeah, they are really nice together.
So let's get straight into it. You're going to be making a floor standing garland, essentially.
A freestanding, floor standing garland, which seems to be quite popular at the minute. So, yeah. So
this is basically organic.
It's organic. So the sizes that I'm doing the clusters to are like 6, 7, 8. Some of them have 9 and 10 inches in as well.
Okay.
I'll talk through as I'm doing it.
Okay.
What sizes.
But first, do you know what all these colours are? All these TUFTEX colours?
Yes. So we've got
impressive.
This lovely pastel colour lemon is called Lemonade.
Okay.
Which is beautiful. Then we've got Cheeky, which is like a pastel-y, peachy orange.
Yeah.
Orange, of course. And this one is Romey, which I think is a really nice pink shade, actually. I love that
lovely.
one. Yeah.
And that's it.
That's
so
the colours, yeah.
Okay, over to you. What have we got here?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
So this is the start here. I'm using the oak tree stand.
Yep.
You don't have to use a stand for a freestanding one if you were leaning against a wall or something, but I think if you want to move it around, a stand is good.
Yeah, you said
the
you
structure.
Use sailboards and you put it around.
Yeah, like on a sailboard, you could do a similar sort of structured organic shape. And I find when you take it off the sailboard, it will just lean against the wall and it still looks the same. So there.
Okay.
But yeah.
But we're doing it as if it's freestanding in the middle of the floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first 6 clusters here that I've put on, they're all sized to 8 inch. So because it's like the main body bit, I've used the bigger an 8 inch as the base there. And then I'm going to just add on to the side there this cheeky colour. Now these ones are sized to 7 inches, I think there's some 8 inches, 6 inches, all just different, and that's 2 clusters of 6 attached together there.
Okay, so just a bit random.
Yeah, do you know what? I think with organic stuff is like, you can do it random because it doesn't really matter so much. So I'm going to attach that onto the side here. And to do that, I'm just going to pull out, I always do the neck to neck method because I just think that it adds, I think it's just stronger and more secure together. So I just tie the 2 necks together inside. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
And tie it. It can be a bit fiddly, but so we've got that attached.
But you can easily move that around.
Yeah, so once you've attached things, you can start tying it together more and like moving them around to get it so the structure looks flowing. So I've got that bit on there. I'm going to attach to this side. I've got some more clusters here. This one is, we've got, again, 2 lots of 6 clusters sized down to like, we've got 6 inch there, 7 inch there. I think that's all we've used there. So I've just used 7 and 6 in that one. And I'm just going to tie that into this side bit of here. Just pull that out. And you can play around with the sizing as well, I think, and twisting them around to get the shape you want. So I'll put that there. I'm going to attach this one on. So I'm using, as the bigger sizes, I've inflated them to 9 inch. So the 11 inch TUFTEX size down to 9 inch. Yeah. Just to add like a bit of depth. Is it depth, would you say? Contrast of size?
I'm just going to nod, yes.
Maybe. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to do that one above here. And I'm just going to twist that onto the stand.
So you essentially have made the base first with, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clusters of 6?
Yeah, I've got another cluster to just go at the front as well.
Okay.
Got a couple more. So this one is orange. Again, I've used a bigger balloon there, just to add some different bigger sizes as well. But all the smaller sizes are 6, 7 and 8. Any bigger, I think, can look a bit chaotic. I'm going to tie this into the front. So again, just find the necks, pull it out, and tie it in.
So this organic design method has been, not method, this organic design kind of thing has been around for a good few years now, hasn't it? And I think everybody does it
Everyone does it different, don't they?
Yeah.
I think the thing with this sort of style is that you have to practice it and find your technique.
Yeah.
Like other people will do it different to how I do it. I mean, there might be a different, easier method to doing it, but I just sort of size them roughly to sizes that I think look good when you. I don't know how to describe it. When you stand back, it looks like you just move things. So I'm going to just tie this bit into this bit as well, like it comes across.
Yeah.
And I'll just find another neck. And once you add all the 5 inches on, once you add the 5 inches on as well and added bits, then I think they really bring it together, because any gaps and things that you have, you can fill.
So they add the texture, really.
Yeah, like they're adding, that's the word, like texture to it. It's like at first, sometimes it can look really crazy, and then actually just stand back a bit.
Yeah, it's coming together.
You have to keep standing back and looking at it as well. So just push it down. Right, so then I'm going to add a little bit more onto that side with the lemonade.
Okay.
And then again, so they're 4 6 and 2 7, because I want it to sort of taper in size.
Let me go over the other side.
And then just tie this into here, just finding the necks. And you want to like tie it round sort of twice so it's really firm in there.
It's looking nice already.
Is it starting to get some sort of a structure? I mean, as I say, you can go in after you've got everything on.
Let's swap over.
Back, and then we'll move it around to make it right. So then on top of the Romey now, I'm going to add the lemonade colour again.
Okay.
So again, I've got one bigger one to 9 inches.
You're going to tie these in, or are you just going to put them on the
what I'm going to do is, I've actually got 2 clusters of 6 here, so you can see they're attached there. So the cluster that's got the smaller size and not the bigger one, I'm going to attach first above this one, so it's like smaller than the bigger one again. And the bottom one, I'm just going to tie to this one.
Okay.
And then the top one, I'm going to twist around so you can bend it.
Yeah.
So I'll just grab another neck and tie that to this one. There we go, right then. So I'm just going to twist this. So now with this piece, I want to twist this. So I've just tied the bottom bit, but then I've tied these 2 clusters together, and then the top cluster I'm going to twist around the pole, but pushing it down. So I'm just going to twist those 2 there. And then I'm going to, so you have to stand back, because when you're stood up close to it, it's hard to see. And as I say, don't worry about the gaps, because you can fill these in after. Like at first it might look like you've got loads of spaces. But I'm just gonna move.
Faffing as you go.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right.
Here we go. And then the next up we're gonna do is cheeky again. And it's the same again. I'm gonna just tie the bottom, I've got 2 clusters together there, and I'm going to tie the bottom cluster into it, and then just pull that up a little bit. And you just want to like look at the shape of it really. It's once you've got everything on.
So you put the smaller balloons closer to that.
Yeah, so it like smaller balloons against it. Oh. Just turn it that way. And you want the bigger balloons to sort of like face. So that's starting to, I'm going to just twist this one onto here. Oh. push it to come into some sort of organic shape. And then the next bit, last bit up, I'm going to do orange and Romey there.
Where does the name Romey come from? Do you know?
No idea.
Alison, you might have to comment and tell us where Romey comes from. Now, Charlotte, if people are enjoying watching you twisting balloons onto here, what should they do?
You should hit the subscribe button and the bell.
Yes, and what does the bell do, Charlotte?
It notifies you every time
we upload a new show. That's right. Excellent. But if people would rather follow us on social media, what platforms are we on?
Instagram, Facebook and TikTok.
Well done. Excellent. Give us a follow, please.
Right then. I think we're getting there somewhat. I'm going to just twist that. So now we're going to add some 5 inches into it and start to really like bring it together. So I've got some
So these are clusters of 4 or some of 2 there?
Oh, that one.
Oh, some of 6 as well.
That one seems to have gone down there, but
doesn't matter.
Yeah, so it's a real mixture of different sizes. So I've done a bigger one, I think there's 6 there. These are inflated to 3.5 inches, I want to say, I think.
So all those balloons are inflated to the same size?
Yeah.
But different numbers of clusters?
I do them all to the same size, but I just do different amounts in each cluster.
Yeah, okay.
And it's just a case of seeing where it looks nice. So like, I think that at the top, it's nice to have like a sort of more pointed section. So like, I'm going to tie this in. I'm just going to twist that. So you want to basically, you don't want to be seeing from the front gaps. So if you've got some sort of gaps,
it's okay at the side.
It's just filling the gaps basically.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just do the same again, the neck method.
Okay.
And I'm just going to find a neck in the cluster.
Yeah.
And just tie that in, basically.
So there we go. You've added those 5-inch in there in various places, but you've left some gaps intentionally.
You've got some little spots where we could put things, and because of the colour palette and the summery feel, we're going to go with Spritz theme, like
Spritz.
Aperol
Spritz. Okay.
Summery vibes.
I've got some stuff over on the table over here. What do you need?
So I'm going to make an orange, like a slice of orange. Greg could
like
show
this?
An example, yeah. So
look at that.
How to make a sort of slice of orange. You could do it for lemon or any fruit.
That is so cool.
Yeah. So
this is not a print, by the way. I know it looks like a print.
Yeah, I drew that on with the Posca paint pens, basically.
But this is a Charlotte Rose original. This is amazing. So that one, okay, sorry, wrong camera.
Thank you.
Look at that.
So yeah, I'll show you how to make the structure of that.
So what do you need to be able to do that?
Can I please have those 2 orange 11-inch and the 260? And,
okay, which one first?
One of those ones, please, and the 260 and the pump. So I've pre-inflated an 11-inch orange one there, and then I'm gonna just take a 260 orange and thread it inside the 11-inch. It's a bit fiddly, but you just want to try and keep it flat as well so it's not twisted, otherwise it will be harder. And then I'm just going to inflate the 11-inch, but keeping the neck of this and the end of the 260 out. And size-wise, it doesn't really matter because you can make them all different sizes. It's an organic display, so we're not doing every single orange the same size. It doesn't really matter. And then I'm just going to put the pump into the 260 there and then push it in, but keep the air in this. And I'm just going to put in a couple. Oh, don't know why that is.
I don't think that's going in, is it? There it is.
There we go. Don't know what I was doing there. Sorry, guys. I'll just pass you that. Thank you. Yeah. So you want to put in a couple of pumps. That probably looked like I did more, but it was actually just the air wasn't actually going in.
Yeah.
And then you want to just tie off the 2 ends of the 260. Like.
And it doesn't matter at this point if the air starts to go out a little bit.
No, it doesn't really matter because it's not like a flower where obviously you're shaping the thing inside. We're going to shape it to be round, but we're going to actually put another 11-inch inside to create the sort of shape.
Yeah.
So could I please have the scissors?
Scissors.
You've got them over there.
They are here.
Thank you. I'm just going to trim off the ends of this.
Shall I pre-inflate this? Oh, does this one not need pre-inflating?
It doesn't need pre-inflating, but you can if you want.
Trying to be helpful.
So I'm just going to twist the 260 so that it's away from the neck of the 11-inch, and it's sort of like on its side that way rather than that way.
Yep.
And then you can just deflate it, let the air out, and then we're going to need another 11-inch.
I know, I'm going to do I wrap it up like that or
Thank
something
you.
like that?
I did actually have a little... Oh, I've just knocked that off. I did have a little straw in my pocket.
Very clever.
Out of, you know, when you get a foil balloon and it's got a straw in, I think that's one of those. So just a stick or something, just poke it into it, and then you can just poke it through the neck.
Chopsticks work well.
Yeah, chopstick. I actually have
metal
a
straws.
Nando's stick, which I don't know where I acquired it from, but
I've no idea where you might have
don't know
acquired
where
that
that could have come from. But that works very well. Right, anyway, we're going to inflate now the inside latex one. So, just going to do this. Probably too much. You can deflate it a bit. And then you just want to push the 260 inside up to like the top of it. So you're creating sort of like flat surface, like a slice. So I'm just going to let a bit more air out so that it's a bit less fat. You see how it's like creating like a flat sort of, like you could have like a round face, and then I'm going to push this in just like that to like make it round, and then you can just tie it. I just tie the inside balloon because it's quite hard to tighten too on your fingers. And then you can draw a face onto it, like we did before.
Oh, that?
Like I did previously, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're just basically gonna
tie them in.
You can tie them in, it's put them where you fancy. And I also printed out some little cutouts as well with some Aperol Spritz on as well so we can add them in.
Let's put them on. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's throw it though. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Look at that. That looks great. I love that.
Thank you.
You know, I only had my first Aperol Spritz ever 2 years ago.
Did you like it?
I really enjoyed it. It was in Austria. It was really nice. Yeah.
I feel like they are quite refreshing, but...
Yeah. So what have you done? You've added the balloons on, you've just twisted those in or stuck those on with...
I stuck them in with, is it the...
U-glue dashes?
Yeah. And then just attached some little cardboard cutouts.
And these are just, again, printed using the Cricut or something?
Yeah, printed from... And then print and cut setting on the Cricut.
But there was this one that went a bit wrong, didn't it? Because...
I wanted it to be upright.
Wanted it to be upright, but it was a bit floppy. So... What you did...
Quick little decision, just to attach the straw.
The straw on the back.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about balloon art and balloon decor. Quite often you've got to find solutions to things, and you did. Oh. Okay.
Right.
I'm not.
Yeah, you.
This is why I don't get involved. Charlotte, thank you so much once again. And thank you everybody for watching. From myself and Charlotte, see you next time. Bye.
Bye.